Hello and welcome to More Math Homework Help. I am Miss Moore, and every Tuesday night I am here to help you with your math homework. We have a very special guest with us today, and if at any time during the program while you are watching you have math questions, you can either put in the comments or you can, if you look at the caption and description of this video, there is a Google form. You can click on the Google form, upload a picture, or explain the math problem that you're having, and we can help you out. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my guest. All right, hello.
Hi.
Okay, so you are working on systems of equation and solving them by elimination. Okay, so let's start here. Tell me where you would start. What would you eliminate first? What would be the easiest? So you have two equations. What would be the easiest to eliminate? The x or the y?
The y.
The y. Okay, why?
Because they're different variables. I mean, different. One's positive, one's negative.
Good. Okay. So they're opposites, right? Which means when I add them together, what's my answer?
They cancel out.
They cancel out. So they actually made this really easy for us because I'm going to add these two equations together, and that minus 2x and minus 2y and plus 2y are going to cancel out. Okay, so when we add 2x and 5x, what do we get?
7x.
Good. Okay, now negative 12 plus 5. What do you get?
Negative 7.
Excellent. Okay, and now what do I do?
You divide.
By what?
7.
Good job. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and x equals?
Negative 1.
Good. Okay, x equals negative 1. Oh, wait, sorry. All right, so x equals negative 1. Now what? What do I do with this x equals negative 1?
You put it into an equation.
Say it again.
You put it into an equation.
Good. Okay, so we're going to plug it into one of these equations. Tell me which equation you want to plug it in.
The top one.
Okay, so we can do the top one. So now that we know x equals 1, I'm going to take this first equation. We have, I'll write it over here, 2x minus 2y equals negative 12. Okay, so we're saying that x equals?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So I'm going to plug this in, like you said, for x. Okay, what is 2 times negative 1?
Negative 2.
Good. Negative 2 minus 2y. Okay, tell me what I do next.
Add 2 to negative 12.
Okay, good. To get rid of this negative 2, I'm going to add 2 to both sides. All right, so that's going to cancel out. I have negative 2y equals what?
Negative 10.
Good. Okay. And now what do I do?
Divide.
By?
Negative 2y.
Good. Negative, which divide by what?
Negative 2.
Good, just negative 2, okay? So we don't want to get rid of the y. We just want to get rid of that negative 2, okay? And y equals?
5.
Good. So now we have y equals 5, okay? And how do I write this as a coordinate?
Negative 1, 5.
Good. And this is our solution. So x is negative 1, y is 5. This is the point where they both meet. Okay. So tell me, when you see a problem like this, right? What is the hardest part for you?
Well, this one's like easier.
Okay.
But my teacher said like there's 3 types of ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it's like when there's no like opposites of each other, you have to like
Multiply.
multiply. That's the part that can.
Gotcha. Okay. So let me see if the next one. Okay, no, this one's easier. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. So let's do okay, okay, so we're gonna try number 6, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put this in here. Good. I'm glad you were able to tell me exactly where you're getting stuck. That's helpful. Okay, so for number 6, and also be careful because you see how for number 4 we got totally different answers.
Yeah.
So just be careful. You actually didn't have to do any of that multiplication because when we did it together, you were able to see that minus 2y and 2y actually did cancel out. Okay. So just be careful for number 4. But number 6 is what you are talking about. Okay. So 7x minus 12y equals 10. And negative 2x minus 4y equals 12. Okay. Here's where it gets a little bit difficult. All right, this will do. Okay, so let's get started. Tell me which one you want to eliminate. The x or the y's?
The x.
Okay, so to eliminate the x, I need opposites. When I add them together, I need opposites, okay? So what can I multiply by to get some opposites? I'm going to have to multiply both of these by something. Okay.
14.
Okay, so we want to make it a 14, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to multiply that 7x by what?
Negative 2.
Okay. Now, hold on. Let's see if we need the negative 2. Okay, we might not need it because if you look at the bottom, this 2x is negative. The 7x is positive. So we still want opposites, right? We want one negative number and one positive number. We have one negative and one positive. We're just making it true opposites, okay? So you actually don't need to, if you were to multiply by negative 2, you would turn this 7x into a negative number, which you don't need to do. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we would get 14x right here. What's the opposite of 14x?
Negative 14.
Negative 14x. What do I have to multiply this negative 2x by to get negative 14x?
Negative 7.
So negative. Go ahead.
Just 7.
Good. Okay.
Because my teacher said that one of them has to be negative.
Right. So watch this. You'll see why it works out like this. Okay. So let's start with the top one. Let's turn it. Okay. So if I multiply everything by 2 that's in the parentheses, we do 2 times 7x, which is what?
14.
Good. 14.
X.
Good.
X.
And then 2 times minus 12y, or negative 12y.
Negative 24.
Good. Don't leave off those variables. And 2 times 10.
20.
20. Okay. So far, so good. 7 times negative 2x.
Negative 14.
Okay, stop right there. Do we have opposites?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, you didn't need to multiply. It was okay that you multiply both of these by a positive number because, like I said before, that's 7x. And then you already have one positive with the 7x, and you already have one negative with the negative 2x. Okay. If they both were positive at the beginning, this 7x, if it was 2x right below it, then yes, one of them, then it would be fine if you multiply by negative 7. You see that?
Yeah.
But because it was already negative, it saved you some work. Okay. So now, let me get rid of this circle. All right. Here we go. Okay, so now let's do 7 times negative 4y.
28y. Negative
Good.
28y.
Excellent. And 7 times 12.
84.
Good. Let me just make sure that's good. Okay, 84 is correct. Okay, so now here's our new equation. Let's eliminate. What happens to the 14x and minus 14x?
They cancel out.
Good. They cancel out. Now, negative 24y plus negative 28y. You know we're going to have a y here.
32, negative 32y.
Okay, 4 plus 8.
12.
12. Okay, 2 plus 2 plus 1.
5.
Good. Okay, so negative 52y. And then when you add these together, you're going to get 104. Now tell me what to do.
You divide.
Okay, what am I dividing both sides by?
Negative 52.
Negative 52. Excellent. Okay, and y equals?
Negative 2.
Good. So now we have y. So we go back to our original equation. We can do the first one, that's fine. So we have 7x minus 12y equals 10. Now I know that y is negative 2. So 7x minus 12 times negative 2 equals 10. Okay. Now, what do I do?
You 7x minus negative 24 equals 10.
Okay, so we have, you're almost right. So negative 12 times negative 2.
Oh, 24.
Good. Positive 24. Okay, so we have 7x plus 24. There's a lot to keep track of, which makes this a little bit difficult, right? So now what do I do?
You subtract 24 to 10.
Excellent. Okay, we're almost there. Bring down that 7x. Oops. Whoa. Okay. Let's bring down the 7x. And 10 minus 24.
Negative 14.
Good. All right. How do I get rid of the 7?
You divide.
Good. And x equals?
Negative 2.
Good. And look, they're both -2. So -2, -2. Nice job. Okay. So let's keep going. I want to make sure you're getting this. Let's do the next one. Oops. Okay. So how did that one feel?
Oh, it was all right.
Just all right. Okay. Let's try this one. Okay, yeah, you're going to have to 7x plus 6y equals -1. -x plus 2y equals 3. Okay. Now look at this because I want you to start. Hold on. Okay. So look at this because I want you to start figuring out which one is going to be the better one to eliminate. Okay. Obviously, we could choose X or Y, but what would help us out a lot? Which one? The X or the Y?
The X.
The X. Why?
Because -7 can go into itself.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Like 7, like to get 7, it only needs to do 1.
Okay, and what would you make the bottom one?
Like 7.
So this, so if we eliminate X, right, we would leave the top one as 7x, right? And what would you turn this -x into?
-7.
Good, -7x. Okay, so yes, this one would be, X would be the easiest to eliminate, mainly because one is already negative and one is already positive. Okay, remember we want opposites. With the Y's, we're going to have to multiply something by a negative number. Okay, and it's just a lot easier to work with positive numbers. Okay, so like you said, the first one I'm leaving alone because I'm just going to be multiplying it by 1. I'm not changing it. Anything multiplied by 1 is just itself. Okay. But with this second one, what am I multiplying it by again?
-7.
Okay. What is -7 times -x?
7.
7. Okay. So let me write this. Okay. If I have a 7x, is that going to, am I going to be able to eliminate the x?
No.
No. So what do I need to multiply this -x by to eliminate it?
7.
Just 7. Okay. Just be very careful. You're on the right track. You just got to watch the signs. Okay. Okay. So now 7 times 2y.
14y.
Good. And 7 times 3.
21.
Good. Okay. Now, can I eliminate the x's?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And 6 plus 14?
20.
Good. Okay. So you see how much easier it is now that we've eliminated the x?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So -1 plus 21.
-20.
Good. All right. Tell me what y equals.
1.
Good. All right. Plug it in and tell me what you're going to get for x.
Okay.
Oops. Sorry. There we go.
1.
Okay, so let's see. 7x plus 6y equals -1. We plug in a 1 for x. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. We were doing y's. 7x plus 6 times 1 equals -1. 7x plus 6. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, so what did you do at this point?
I added 6.
Okay, so you added 6. Is that going to get rid of the plus 6?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
So what did you do?
Subtracted 6.
Good. So we subtract 6 on both sides. We have 7x equals
-7.
Good. And x equals
1. -1.
-1. Okay. Those signs, they're hard to remember sometimes, but they make a huge difference in the answer. Okay. So -1, 1 is your answer. Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Any questions about this one? Do you see why we chose +7 to multiply by?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do, where were we? 8. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. Okay, hold on. Oops. There we go. Okay. So we have -20x minus 10y equals -10. -10x. Is that a, let me see. Are both of them minus right before the y's? Like minus, is it -4y? For number 8.
For -20.
Yeah, so it says -20x. Is that a -10y on your paper?
Yeah.
It's like faded. Okay. And then was it -10x minus 4y equals -2?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. All right. So I want you to walk me through this whole thing.
You change the signs.
Okay. Oh, wait, I think you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So hold on. You said you changed the sign. So what are we doing?
Change all the bottom signs to positives.
Okay. How?
My teacher said, I don't know if it's different, because my teacher said you're able to just automatically just change the signs.
Okay, you're really like multiplying it by -1 or dividing it by -1. That's why you're able to do it. Okay. It's not automatically, but it's a because if you had like, all right, I'll go by what you're teaching. If they're all negative, then yes, because you could divide all of these by -1 and you'll get a positive for all of them, or you can multiply all of them by -1 and you'll get all positives. Okay. So now we have all positives. Keep going.
The the y's, the x's cancel out.
Okay.
And then that's negative 6y equals negative 8. Oh, wait.
Okay, tell me what you're thinking.
Yeah, I think I messed up.
Okay, so let's go back. Good. It's really good to catch your mistakes, right? Okay, and it's helping me to hear where your thinking is. Okay, so let's start over. What do you want to get? You told me you wanted to get rid of the x's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 20 and a 10. Can I change something so that I'll get the same number? Which one can I change? The 20 or the 10?
The 2. The 10. The 10.
The 10, okay. What can I do to this 10 to make it 20? You muted again.
Oh.
Okay, what can I do to the 10 to make it a 20?
Add?
No, what have we been doing? So what do you do?
Multiply by 2.
Good. Okay. So when I do 2 times 10, I'm going to get 20, right? So now we have opposites, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So now let's go back to our problem. So I can't just multiply x by 20, right? The 10x by 20. I have to multiply the whole equation by 2, okay? So I can't just take 10x and multiply it by 2. I have to multiply everything by 2. So, and your teacher did say you can change it all to positive. Another way of doing it is just to multiply everything by negative 2, okay? Because then you're going to get everything positive, okay? So negative 2 times 10 for 10x.
20.
20x. Negative 2 times negative 4y.
8.
8 what?
Y.
Good. And negative 2 times negative 2.
4.
Good. Okay. So nice job. Minus 10y. And we just leave the top one the same because now we have our opposites that cancel out. Okay. So now we can add these together and tell me what to do.
The x's cancel out.
Say it again.
The x's cancel out.
Good. The x's cancel out. Keep going.
Negative 10 and 8y make negative 2.
Good. What keeps happening? Your mic keeps muting. Unmute your mic. There it is. Okay. So you said negative 10y plus 8y is negative 2y. Keep going.
And then negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6.
Good.
And then y equals 3.
Excellent. Okay, are we done?
You have to substitute the answer into an equation.
Excellent. Okay, so pick an equation. Which one are you going to pick? 1 or 2? And you don't always have to pick the first one. Either of them will work. It's up to you. But which one do you want to pick?
The bottom, the first one.
Okay.
Couple.
So you have negative 20x minus 10y. Okay. So go ahead and solve this and tell me what you get.
Okay.
Okay, and while he's working on that, for those watching, don't forget, if you have any math homework help questions, go to the video description. There is a link right there. Put your questions on the video form, on the Google form in the description of this video, and I will answer your questions. All right.
I got it.
Okay. What'd you get?
-1.
Okay, so you got x equals -1. All right, let's check it. So -10 times 3.
30.
Good. Then what did you do with that minus 30?
I added.
Good. And what did you get?
-20. I mean 20.
Good. Okay. So -20x equals 20. Excellent job with getting -1. And so this is your answer. Excellent. Okay. Good. Okay. So you're doing better. We still just need to work on this multiplying piece. Okay. So let's keep going to make sure you're really getting it. Okay. Let's get rid of these zeros. Okay. That's better. Market. We were on 8, right? Okay, let me see what you were doing for 9. Okay. So you had 7x. Let me see that. I'm going to use 7x minus.
I think it's.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah. -7x plus 6y equals 1. -4x. I was looking at number 6. Okay, here we are. Okay. So look at this one and tell me which one may be easier to eliminate. Okay. With the x's, I have 7 and 4. With the y's, I have 6 and 3. Which one is going to be easier to find a common multiple?
The y.
The y, right? Because you can change this 3 into a what?
6.
Good. Okay. So my top one is already a 6. Okay. So we have 6y. To get rid of it, I do 6y plus what to get 0?
3y. -3y. I mean, -6.
Good. Okay. So -6y. Okay. So how do I turn this 3y into a -6y? I need to do something to this 3y to get -6y.
Multiply by -2.
Excellent. Okay. And if I multiply this hold on, 3y by -2, I have to multiply this whole thing by -2. Okay. Let me erase this. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. So, as you said, nothing really happens to this first one because we want that 6y. Okay. Tell me what the second equation turns into.
8x plus negative 6x equals negative 8.
Negative 6.
I mean, y.
Good. Equals negative 8. Good. Okay. Now, when we add them together, what are we getting?
1x
Mm-hmm.
equals negative 7.
Good. And they made our lives really easy. We already have x, right? Okay. Now, plug it in. Tell me what you get.
Okay.
Okay. So we have
I got it.
okay. So walk me through it. What did you do?
I did negative 7 x plus 6y equals 1. And then I did negative 7 times negative 7 plus 6y equals 1. And then that turned into 49 plus 6y equals 1.
Excellent.
And then I subtracted 49 from both sides.
You're on
and I got
fire.
6y equals negative 48. And then y equals negative 8.
Nice job. Good job. Y equals negative 8. Okay. So how is it starting to feel? Are you getting it more and more?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You want to keep going? You want to just finish it? What are you thinking?
Okay.
Okay. So we are at number 10. Okay. So what I want you to do right now, do the whole thing on your own and tell me what you get. Okay. Also, let me know if you're getting stuck. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. -5. Okay. I'm going to do this with you so I can check your answer.
I got it.
Okay. What'd you get as your answers?
-1, 0.
Excellent. Okay. Tell me which one did you eliminate?
I did the X's. I eliminated the X's.
Okay. What did you multiply by?
The top one was -3 and the bottom one was 5.
Good. And I'm glad you did one negative, one positive, because you knew you had to do your opposites. So good. You would get -15 minus 27y equals 15. Good. And now we can see those x's do cancel out. And look what else cancels out. So this one was interesting. Okay. This cancels out, but also 15 minus 15 on the after the equal sign. 15 minus 15 is
0.
0, right? And when you divide 0 divided by -67, you're going to get 0. And once you plug it back in, 5x plus 0 equals -5. 5 times what is -5? -1. You were absolutely correct. Excellent. Okay. Go ahead and do the next one. But it seems like you're getting it. Okay.
The whole thing, right?
Yeah, number 11.
Oh, this thing isn't my homework.
Oh, this isn't your homework? What is it?
Yeah, it's the other one.
Oh, I thought this was from yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, but you understand it now. You feel better about it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So now let's do this one. Okay. So did you already fill out the like all these numbers? Like all the lines and stuff?
No. I still have the ones you're saying.
Okay. So far so good, right? I see for number 1 you had. Okay. So tell me which ones you were getting stuck on, because the first few look good.
The ones where it's like just one number.
Okay, where it's like x equals 6.
Yeah.
Okay. X equals 6. Okay, because you're going to have to manipulate it a little bit. Okay. So x equals 6. Where's 6 on the number line? Okay. Right here, right?
Yeah.
So when x equals 6, because there's no y can be anything, right? So this is actually just a vertical line. So here's x, that y is anything. So you're going straight down. Okay. It's a, what do we call this line? When there's a vertical line, what's the slope?
0. I mean, undefined.
Undefined. Okay. So M, your slope is undefined. Okay. And B, it doesn't touch the y-axis. So there's nothing there for B. Okay. So there's no y-intercept because it doesn't touch that y-axis at all. Okay. So all of it is undefined. It's just a horizontal line for number, what is that, 5? Okay, 5 is just a horizontal line for x equals 6. So you can see what 2 UFOs does it hit?
8.
I
8,
mean, and what else?
Actually, no. We have to do the bottom one too.
What do you mean?
The one under it.
You're talking about this?
No, the at the number 5, the y minus x equals.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's the when does the UFO hit both of the lines? Right?
When they intersect. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I mean, yes, that's what I meant. When does it intersect? Okay. So this one seems harder than it is. Let me show you why. Because you're used to it saying y equals mx plus b, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have the x on the left side, and we need to move it to the right side. Okay. You see how in this equation that x is on the right side?
Yeah.
Okay. So how are we going to move this minus x? What can I do to it to get it to go to the right side? How have we eliminated when it was like x plus 2 equals 3? How do we get rid of this 2?
We multiply.
We don't multiply. So if it said x plus 2 equals 3, how do I solve for x? What's the opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Remember, we just do minus 2 on both sides, right? Okay. Yeah. So if this was minus 2, x minus 2 equals 3, what would you do to solve for x? Huh?
Subtract 2. I mean, add 2.
Add 2. Good. Okay. So same thing. How do I get rid of this x? So instead of 2, instead of minus 2, I have minus x. How am I going to get rid of this x? How do we get rid of this 2?
Add.
Good.
Add. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So let's add x on both sides. Okay. We get y equals x minus 1. And now tell me what the slope is.
Negative 1 over 1.
What's it?
Negative 1.
Again?
Negative 1.
Okay, what m is the slope? So what's m?
X minus, I mean,
So remember, it's whatever's next to the x is m.
-1.
Is -1 next to the x?
Oh.
What number's here, even though I don't see it?
1.
Yeah. Okay, your slope is 1 or 1/1, right? Just 1. What's your y-intercept?
-1.
-1. Okay, so I'm going to intercept the y-axis as 0, -1. Okay, tell me where that is. So I'm here at the origin. Where am I going? To the right, to the left, up, or down? I'm looking for y equals -1. So where am I going? So I'm starting here at the origin. And where am I going? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, down 1.
Good, down 1. Okay, so we're right here. Okay, now if the slope is 1 or 1/1, show me how I'm going.
Up 1 to the right 1.
Good. Okay, and you already drew this, right? It looks like.
Not that one.
Okay, so.
Wait, yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, up 1/1. Yeah, you already drew this. Okay, so you drew this line, and where do they both meet? Which UFO?
10.
Good. Okay, and make sure you put, what number was that? 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're going to put 10 right here. Good job. Okay, so good, -5. I'm just checking over. Okay, these look good. Negative. For number 2 right here, I can't really see your B. What does that say? I mean, your M. B looks good, but I can't read what the M says.
-1 over. I mean, yeah, -1 over 1.
Okay, good. Okay, so now let's do, based on what we did here, I want you to try number 8. Okay. Oh, let me put that back. So remember, we did y minus x equals -1 plus x on both sides, and we got y equals x minus 1. Okay, so I want you to try it for number 8. Okay, number 8 says minus x equals -7. Okay, so let me know what the slope is that you get and the y-intercept for the first one, for this one. Y minus x equals -7. What's your slope and what's your y-intercept? I don't know if you're trying to talk, you're muted.
Y equals X minus 6.
For this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do to bring the X on the other side?
I added X. I added 1.
Where's 1 coming from?
I mean, X.
Okay. So it's just X. Okay. I can't do -7 plus X because they both don't have an X next to it. So I just write it as X plus -7. Okay. So I might write it as 7 minus X. I put the X first mainly because we're looking for Y equals MX plus B. Okay. But these aren't like terms. So we just leave it alone and put X minus 7. Okay. So again, it could be X minus 7 or -7 plus X. Both of those are the same thing. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. So tell me what the slope is.
Undefined.
For this one?
I mean, negative.
You muted again.
-7.
Okay, which one is M?
X.
No. So your slope is, remember, it's Y equals MX plus B. M is your slope. Okay. Whatever is next to the X, that is your slope. Okay. So if it said Y equals 2X, 2 is your M, that's your slope. So what's next to the X here, even though I don't see it?
1.
1. So your M is
1.
1. Okay. What is your B? Where does it intersect the y-axis? What's B?
-7.
There you go. You see that? So y is your y-intercept, B is 7. So where are we going to start on the graph for this line?
-7.
Okay. So we're going to go down. This is like okay. So here we are at -7. Okay. And what am I going to do?
Up 1 to the right one.
Good. And we keep going until we make a line. Okay. So we make a line. I don't have a pretty ruler, but you get the gist. Okay. Now, what's the okay, let's move that. Okay. The next line says y equals -3x plus 1. What is your slope?
-3.
Good. And what's your y-intercept?
1.
1. Okay. So where are we going to start?
At 1.
Good. Okay. So we're right here. And now what are we going to do? If our slope is -3, how else can we write this? -3 over what?
1.
1. Okay. What does this tell me I'm going to do? So I have a dot at 1. Where am I going?
Down 3 to the right one.
Good. Okay, we're going down 3 to the right 1. Okay, I see where it's hitting. Okay, so where does it meet?
9.
There you go. Okay, is this helping?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the next one. So this one says y equals x. If there's no number in front of x, what's there?
1.
Good. So this says y equals 1x. What's your slope?
Undefined.
Okay, hold on. Y equals mx plus b. Do we have m?
1.
Good. Okay. If I don't see a b, what is b? Because what can
Undefined.
go here?
Undefined.
No, only your slope is undefined. Your y-intercept is not going to be undefined.
Oh.
Only your slope is undefined. If nothing's there, what number is that? What number represents nothing?
X.
What number represents nothing?
1. 0.
0. Okay, because x plus 0 is just x, right? So I don't have to write the plus 0 because it's just x. Okay, so your b, if there's nothing here, just like you did, you actually did it already for, I saw it before. Hold on. Y equals here. For number, did I say 10? What number is this? 6. Okay, you did it already for number 6. Y equals 3x. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, B was 0. There was no y-intercept, so B is 0. Okay, so where are we starting?
0.
0. Okay, and now where are we going?
Up 1 to the right 1.
Yep. So you make your line. Good. Okay. And always go back as well. All right. Now do the next one. Y equals 2x minus 1. What's your slope? What's your m?
2.
2. What's your b?
-1.
Okay. Where are we starting?
-1.
Good. Okay. Where are we going?
Up 2 to the right 1.
Good. Okay. Have they met yet?
Yeah.
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 Good. Okay. On this second dot. Okay. So up to over 1. And we can see that they're meeting. What number is this? Ooh, they put so many UFOs and lines on this thing. Okay. What number is that? Where they meet?
3.
3. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. So x equals, remember when we had x equals 6 for number 5, and it was a horizontal line?
Yeah.
I mean, a vertical line, sorry. What if it said y equals 6? So here's 6 for the y. What kind of line is that going to make?
Horizontal line.
Horizontal line. And is there a slope for a horizontal line? What's the slope for a horizontal line? Remember, slope is like walking up a mountain, right? It just tells you how steep something is. Okay. Now, the reason a vertical line is undefined, because if I try to walk up a wall, that's pretty much impossible, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to hurt myself. Okay. I'm not Spider-Man. But some of these mountains get pretty steep. They get close and close to vertical, but not quite. Okay. Now, if the land was flat, does it have a slope?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the slope? When
0.
it's just flat, 0. Good. Okay. So here we would have a horizontal line and your slope equals 0. With a vertical line, it's undefined because I cannot climb up a wall. With a horizontal line, I'm not even climbing a mountain. I'm on flat land. I'm at 0. Okay. So look at the last one. We have y equals -5. Okay. Is it going to be a horizontal line or a vertical line?
Vertical.
Okay. Where do I put this -5?
Down 5.
Okay. So I'm starting at 0. Tell me which way to go.
Down.
Okay. So if y equals -5, does it tell me what x equals?
Oh, I mean, to the left.
Okay, so you're saying go to the left? But this
Oh,
says
wait, no,
y, hold on, y equals -5. Remember, to the left and right is x, okay? So if it says y equals -5, where are we going?
Down.
Down, okay? So we're going down 5. Okay, now what? What are my x? What am I going to do about x? So y is only 5. This y equals 5 means y is only 5. I can't go up because then that changes my y. I can't go down because that changes my y. What are the only places I can go?
Nowhere.
I can go somewhere where y continues to be -5. If I go to the right, is y -5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I can go right. Can I go left?
Yeah.
And y is still -5, right? So what kind of line did we just make?
A horizontal line.
A horizontal line, and my slope is
0.
0. Okay. So here, like you said, my slope is 0. Where did it meet the y-axis? What number?
9.
So you're, say it again.
9. I mean 8.
No. For this line right here, where does it touch the y-axis? So this is the y-axis right here. Where does this line touch the y-axis? What is y?
Oh, I mean -5.
Yeah. So your y-intercept is just -5.
I thought you meant the UFO number.
Oh, I got you. We got to get the other thing. Okay. So yes, -5. Okay. So we have our slope is 0 and our b is -5. Okay. So now tell me where they meet. So find the slope of the next line and tell me where they meet.
They meet at UFO 8.
Okay. So what was the slope of this line?
-1/2.
Good. And what's the y-intercept?
-2.
-2. Okay. So where did you start?
-2.
Good. Now with -1/2, where did you go?
Down 1 to the right 2.
Good. So down 1 to the right 2. Down 1 to the right 2. And there it is. UFO 8. Excellent. Okay. So I just want to make sure, I'm just going to give you a couple of more problems. You don't have to graph anything. I just want to make sure you're able to identify the slope and the y-intercept. Okay. So here we are. Okay. What's the slope?
1.
Good. And what's the y-intercept?
-2.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. Now tell me, how do I find the slope? What do I have to do first?
You have to add 2.
Add 2. And how does that help me?
You add 2 to -3.
Okay. Am I getting rid of anything on the left side though?
-2.
Well, it's not just -2. It
X.
doesn't. Good. Okay. So I can't just do +2 because that's not helping me get rid of that -2x. What do I have to add? To what?
X.
Good. Okay. So when I add 2x now, I get rid of that -2. I have y on this side. And how do I write this ugly thing? How do I write it?
-1 x.
Okay. 2x and 3. Are they like terms? Can I combine a constant, a number, and a variable together if they don't both have x?
No.
No. Okay. So how do I write it? Remember, tell me what the slope-intercept formula is. Y equals
mx plus b.
Okay. So I have an x, I have a b. Tell me how I'm writing this. Y equals
-2 plus.
I don't see a -2.
I mean,
You got it. Come on.
-1x plus.
I can't. So remember, this does not say -3x plus 2x. If it said -3x plus 2x, then yes, that's when we would have a -1x. We don't have that, right? So, okay, you're making it harder than it is. Let me show you what I mean. All you need to do, if we're trying to make it say y equals mx plus b, write it as mx plus b, 2x minus 3. That's it. I can't combine these. I just need to leave it alone. Okay. You could have written it as -3 plus 2x, but we would end up switching it around anyway. Okay. So -3 plus 2x is -3 plus 2x. And then I put it in my slope intercept form and I write it as I just switched to 2x and the -3. 2x minus 3. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again. Okay, you're doing great. So we have y. How about this? Let's keep it. Okay. Tell me, put it in slope intercept form and then tell me what the slope is and the y-intercept.
Plus 5 to 4. And then that's 9.
Okay. Why am I adding 5?
Because they're opposites.
What's opposite?
Negative 5x.
Negative 5x and 5 are not opposite. What did you leave off?
Oh, I mean 5x.
Okay, be very careful, okay? So negative 5x plus 5x, we want to move it to the right side. So we're adding, and you know what? Let's stop putting it right underneath each other because it doesn't go with the 4. So y equals what? How do I write this?
Y equals.
I have a better way of writing this. Hold on. So if I add 5x to the left, I'm just going to write it right next to it. Okay. So how do I write this?
Y equals 9x.
Can I do 4 plus 5x?
I mean, no.
No. Okay. But I want to tell me the formula again. Y equals what?
Mx plus b.
Okay. Is this in y equals mx plus b form yet?
No.
No. Right now it says y equals 4 plus 5x. What do I need to do so that the x can be first? Y equals
5.
5.
X.
Keep going.
Plus 4.
Yeah. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's m?
5.
And what's b?
4.
There we go. Okay. Let's try it again. You're getting it. Okay. Remember, you can never, this is a no-no in math. You cannot just do that. Okay. Unless they both had the same variable. Okay. You can't do that. Just like you can't do 4x plus 5y and try to make it 9x or 9xy. That doesn't work. Okay. So let's do it again. Y plus 9x equals -2. Okay. Tell me what I'm going to do.
Subtract 9.
Good. Subtract. Be very clear.
9x.
Good. Okay. So when I subtract 9x on both sides, how am I going to write the right side if I need mx plus b?
Y equals -11x. I mean, -7x.
Okay. So we're still struggling with this. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make this easier for you. 2 minus 9x plus 3x. Which 2 can I combine?
9x
If I'm
and 3x.
simple. Okay. Why can't I do 2 and 9x?
Because they don't have the same variable.
They don't have the same variable. Okay. Look at what you just did. You just tried to combine -2 and 9x. Can I do that? Can
No.
I combine those?
No.
No. Okay. I can't combine them. Okay. All I need to do, look, this is what you have right now. Y equals -2 minus 9x. Okay. Is it in slope intercept form?
No.
No. Okay. What do I need first so that it can be in slope intercept form?
Y.
We already have y on the left side. The left side is fine. We're just trying to get the right side to look better.
-9x.
Yes. -9 what?
X.
Okay. What else?
-2.
There we go. You see it? All we had to do was switch it around. That's it. That's it. Okay. I just wanted that negative 9x to come first. So it was y equals mx plus b. That's it. Okay. Try it again. That's all we had to do. When we subtract 9x on both sides, just bring it down. Just write it below. Y equals negative 2 minus 9x because I can't combine it. And then remember, we want to make it look like y equals mx plus b. So all we're going to do is take these two and switch it. Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Y minus 8x equals 3. Okay, walk me through it.
You add 8. X.
Okay. Now what's left on the left side?
3.
On the left side, this side of the equation. What's on it?
Negative.
Huh?
The negatives.
What negatives? Look on this side of the equation. What happens now when I add 8x?
Y equals, they can solve.
Good. So y equals, keep going.
8x. Plus 3.
Good. Nice. You got it. Okay. So you just have to remember, make sure you're writing down those x's. Okay. So you got that. Last one we're going to do. Y minus 10x equals 5. Okay. Tell me what I'm going to do.
Add 10 x. And then y equals 10x plus 5.
Good. Much easier now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if this said, pretend this said 5y, what's the last step you would need to do? If this said a 5y here. What do I have to get rid of so that y could be by itself? What's next to the y that I need to get rid of?
5.
5. How do I get rid of this 5?
You subtract.
If I subtract by 5, is that going to get rid of it? What if this said 5 plus y, then yes, I can subtract. But it's not addition. What is it?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So what's the opposite?
Division.
Division. So you would divide both sides by 5. Okay. But right now, they're probably not going to give you that where there's a coefficient in front of the y. But you did great. Now you're getting it, right? You feel better about moving it over?
Yeah.
Excellent. Great job. I'm proud of you. You did a lot of work tonight. I'm sure you're exhausted. Okay, but you did good. You did really good at identifying the slope and the y-intercept. So when it's already in slope-intercept form, you do great, okay? You learned what the horizontal line is. When it's flat, what's the slope?
0.
0. When it's up and down, because I can't climb a wall, what is it?
Undefined.
Undefined, okay? So x is usually undefined. Think x like I can't go, right? X, I can't do it. So think x when x equals any number that is undefined, okay? Y, I'm like this, flat, okay? So x meaning I can't go, it's undefined. So if you see x equals 5, you know that that line is undefined, okay? If you see y equals something, that line is going to be flat. Okay, that's a way to remember it. And then we just did when it's like the x and the y is on the same side, just move that x over and then make it first and the number last, and you're good to go. All right, So how are you feeling from where we started to where we ended? How do you feel about solving system of equations with elimination?
Good.
You feel good? Better?
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being still don't understand it, 5 being I got it, but I need a little bit more practice, to 10 being like I'm good.
About an 8.
8? Okay, good. That's good. Where were you when we started?
Like a 3.
Okay. That's improvement. I like it. Okay. And then what about the slope and the y-intercept? How do you feel about the homework assignment that you were able to finish, where you were able to identify where they intersect? How do you feel about that homework assignment?
Yeah, I feel good about that.
You feel good about that one too. So the main thing would be, I would say, continue to practice moving those X's over. So because that's probably not the last time you'll see that. So when you have, just like we've been doing, y minus 13x equals -3, just keep practicing that over and over again, okay? How to get rid of it, okay? And then you're good. Right. Last thing, tell me how I make this into y-intercept. What am I going to do with these two?
You so add 3.
Okay, I already did the hard part.
It's going to be 13x plus -3.
See, you got it. Okay. So I just want you to see that you actually have it. Feel confident you got this. Okay.
Okay.
Good work. All right. And then if you need me, I will be back next Tuesday. But excellent work. For all those tuning in, remember, every Tuesday I am here to help you with math. You can join me live like our guest just did. Just submit your questions by 7 p.m. every Tuesday so I can plan for you and send you the link so you can join me live. I can give you the help you need, and then you can be on your way. All right. That's it. Have a great day. Bye.